You're a slut, you're so ugly, you're a mutt, go fuck yourself. Shame on. You're a nerd, you're too fat, fuck your shoes, fuck your head, go fuck yourself. Shame on. Fuck you, fuck me, fuck everybody, go fuck yourself. Shame on. Whoa, shame on. We hate you, 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 we hate you. Shame on.
Welcome back to everybody. Shame on. This is a Shame on double header.
2 in a row.
2 in a row. And I already hate everything that's happening.
You float us into like the opening. As I'm being a cunt the whole time, you just sort of let it ride and think it's a good idea. And then the second.
All right. Okay. We need to introduce you. Okay. So here's the situation.
There was an Eastern European blabbermouth whore wandering around Ralph's apartment, and she won't get the fuck out. But we think she's kind of funny, so we're going to let her talk and see what happens. She just asked us if we've seen the movie Shameless, so we know she heard a word.
Right. I mean, I think that's a TV show, but that's beside the point.
Is it?
Yes, so you're right, guys. I'm a whore and she's our madam, okay? He's our pimp, and those two, guess who they are?
Who?
Who?
You guys, can you just introduce me so I can fucking chime in?
Yeah. Okay, so the actual guest we have booked, we're going to talk about, she has a podcast about how she can't fucking come. She's some mid-20s-ish, hasn't ever had an orgasm. No, our guest dum-dum.
Natural blonde, and I'm female.
I'm the
You
guest.
are not a natural blonde. Okay, every line, I see you black shaved stubble from your Uzbeki Kazakh fucking roots. Those roots are growing out of your head.
Kazakhstan is the best country in the world.
I nailed it. I was right.
How is this happening? Why are you doing this to me?
Sorry. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Is she? I know, it's just her. It's a weird energy.
She's a beautiful girl who you'd think you could make her come a million times. Fucking Remy Kassimir.
Oh, yay. That's
cool.
That's me.
So you can't come.
I can't.
Many times or something?
Here, come speak into the mic. Come talk to your mic.
She's Jewish, okay.
That's true.
It's okay.
I don't know if that has anything to do with not being able to come, but
I
am
think my
Jewish.
dress and
think
say
so?
Allah. This is Jewish? No,
What?
I'm just kidding. I'm Jewish too. Anyway, what's
You're Jewish too?
Oh, fuck.
And natural blonde.
Yeah, natural blonde, my ass.
Allah Chaim.
So we don't really plan to have you here, and you're kind of here on our goodwill. So if you can, like, let us have our conversation and just chime in with whatever weird, like, Eastern European phrases you got, like, you can stay. And if not, we're shutting it down, and we're going to send you to Hurricane Irma.
To save people.
Right.
Yeah,
because that's how you weaseled yourself on this podcast. You came in, you were so impassioned, you were screaming at us that we need to go to Miami right now, remember?
Yes.
Because what's more important than Hurricane Irma?
But it was all a joke? Is that you're acting like it was all a
take
joke?
a magic carpet, like.
Oh.
You can send a good energy to the people.
Right.
And say, be strong. Have a party. Like a lot of my friends doing parties.
Have a party?
Buy a lot of booze.
Right.
Like food,
Raise money for the
and, like,
people
Because
that
they're
are...
not taking it
Because
seriously.
everybody freaking taking.
I already sent all my positive vibes, so I think I did my part.
Yeah, we bought a shit ton of Coca-Cola
You know what
last
they learn
time.
from the child? Cry. You should cry.
All right, I will. Why don't you start crying? And I'm going to talk to Remy. Remy, you can't come.
I cannot.
You have a podcast called How Come?
Yeah.
And that to learn how to come.
Exactly.
Have you tried? Have you tried to come?
Yeah. Like actively trying for years.
So, like, at what point were you like, oh my God, it's not happening? How old were you when you like realized?
Honestly, I didn't think about the fact that other girls were until very recently.
Yeah.
Like nobody was talking about like, oh, I came so hard last like nobody was talking about that. And in every movie it looks like girls aren't, or it looks like they are if they're like Samantha Jones. But then if you're like talking like sitcoms and shit, it's always like, oh, well, I never come, haha. And that's just like women's cross to bear. And I didn't realize that like it's not.
I think most of the jokes are like women aren't coming like with their male partners.
Yeah.
I think
but
that's
I took
like
it
the
as
tone.
like always.
Never.
No, never.
So,
But what?
oh, she's actually crying.
Oh.
Oh God.
Oh, wow.
Someone hire her. Someone send her to
crying for
Miami
me.
because they need more water right now.
The Miami. Yes, they can surf.
Oh my God.
They can surf.
They surf.
You are completely derailing.
It's like let them eat cake, but like let them surf.
let them surf.
Yeah, like surf.
Oh my God. All right, I'm starting to like you.
I can laugh about surf for like a
I
little
know.
while more.
It's kind of like surfboard, but like one word.
Surf.
Surf. So you tried, and so when did you start like? Because I presume you were like having sexual encounters before you were masturbating.
I was.
Right, and so
Well, no. I
Really?
mean, like I feel like I've always
You
like.
didn't finger yourself before you had sex?
No.
I tried, but I didn't come until my mid-20s, and so I know exactly what you're going through. Only I got there.
Yeah, that's good.
It's incredibly inspiring. I'll tell you what, because I bet you feel like it's never going to happen.
I do and I don't. See, one of the things that like made me not try so hard was the fact that everyone was like, "Oh, you'll have your best sex in your 30s," and like most people do come for the first time in their 30s. So I was like, "I'll just wait."
Really? Nobody told me that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where I get like this like sporadic information, but like sometimes I'll see something and then I'll just lock it in my brain forever.
Well, everybody's different. That's the thing about women. That's like sometimes you take something that somebody says is gospel and you're like,
Yeah.
well, no, I'm going to have a different experience than
Yeah.
you. I like watching really weird shit that like
Yeah.
turns me on.
So that's where we're at kind of in the pot. Like I'm recording a few episodes before I like release anything just because like it's kind of like,
Oh, you haven't released anything?
oh, no.
This is tantric podcasting.
Tantric podcast. So okay, so they
Yeah.
haven't heard anything. So can I
No,
dig
but it's
in?
been released on live on Instagram, so like people
Oh, right.
can write
She
it
does
in
like
that
the
shit.
live coming party.
Yeah.
You just want everybody to tune in and jerk off to you. Be
Exactly.
honest.
So do you
Well,
get-
is that not what you want out of fame?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I just want the money.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, Mike.
You're getting the money. She realized that she makes today what New Yorkers need to make to reach peak happiness.
I just feel like, why are you posting anything if no one's gonna jerk off to it eventually? No?
Pictures gag. I agree.
I
but
mean, listen, if I had your guys' noses, I'd be right there with you.
And so you shall.
And so I shall. I'm gonna do it. I'm
you
gonna
had a
bash
nose job, right, Remy?
Yeah, too.
She's at 2. Give one to Micah.
yeah,
Selfish.
share.
Cute.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna bash my head into a wall and then get. I don't have insurance though, so it's like, who's gonna do it?
Who's gonna do it?
I need.
You
to
want me to do it to you, and then I'll go to jail,
well,
and then you
I
can
won't
get
press
the money.
charges.
Oh, right. Or like, we'll do a civil suit, but I don't have any money.
She's
Yeah,
taking selfies. She's like,
taking selfies.
she's like
I
a
know
little
she's filming
baby.
us.
It's
Maybe she's
beautiful.
on
Yeah.
heroin.
She's
that one?
not. She just
What
said
is
she has a lot
What
of
is she?
vodka in her bloodstream.
Oh, she's just
Oh,
drunk.
right.
Guys, 1 second.
Yeah.
What street is this?
I love how
Gas Digital. I want all my friends.
It's Gas Digital
Gas
Avenue.
Digital.
You nailed it.
What?
Gas
Avenue.
Digital.
Gas Digital, right?
Right.
And like, so where my friends can hear the shit.
I feel like she wants us to be like, tell your friends in Miami they can sleep in Ralph's house, and they can. That's fine.
Anyway, Gas Digital, just Google it. It's a network.
Google it,
Yeah.
show up. Do you want to send them all the address? They can all stay here. Everyone from Miami can totally fit in this apartment.
To say to everybody.
She is
Wait, I feel like
podcasting her own podcast from our podcast.
It's very meta.
That's what's happening.
This is how Russia did it. This is how they won the election.
Yeah.
This
I
is
know.
what happened.
She hacked our podcast. I love this thing.
This is very subversive.
So, okay, do you get turned on?
Sorry.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. That's why I think it's important for me, like personally, to have this podcast as opposed to like just some like prude bitch who like doesn't bang and
Yeah.
like doesn't do
That's
weird
like,
shit
yeah,
and
like-
stuff. Like I've tried shit. I love sex. I love to bang. I'm usually like
So they
So
all
where
sitting
does,
in the car with the drinks ready to fucking go when the hurricane.
Yeah,
gonna-
we're going in the
We're going
hurricane.
in the
We're
hurricane.
drinking hurricanes.
but
We're
first
gonna
we have to get me to
blast.
come, so we have to get to the root of this issue.
All right. Positive energy with negative
Thomas
energy.
Petro,
Yeah.
you know this guy?
Yep. Looks awesome.
Who, Gorbachev?
He's a mayor of the Miami.
He's a Meyer.
Mayor of Miami.
Oh, I thought he was an admirer.
Oh, he's an admirer.
That is like Myers
So,
from.
I
He
wanna-
sent a love note to me.
I want to dig in. No pun intended. Where physically do you get turned on? Like, how can you tell when you're turned on?
I don't have. That's an interesting question.
Boat rides.
I would
on the
say
backyard.
if like you're not dry,
Pedro.
that's a good sign.
Yeah.
If your nips,
It's a secret
Aren't
agent, KGB, FBI,
soft
and CO all together, but don't tell anybody.
She
Nobody.
fucking. She's a spy.
So forget
Did you hear that,
911
KGB?
and dial
Oh my god.
357 Pedro, Thomas, Regala.
Look at her eyes twitching. This is so
scared.
scary.
Something
so
very
scared.
You guys.
What we gonna tell him?
Who?
Please help people in
She is
Miami. We
talking
love you.
into a
I just
website.
Google you and you like mayor of Miami or something. Can you please save them? And then Donald Trump gonna.
Wait,
What's
she's
she
getting
gonna-
louder. There we go.
Something
Perfect.
nice.
Okay, so I cut her mic off, so she could just like
can't.
talk to herself.
Make
But
him
we're
feel
still gonna be able to hear
her.
Help him like be in this cool party like.
Hey,
A pool party. We're having a
Eureka.
pool party for Miami.
Obama, he-
Paprika, shut up! You're driving everybody crazy.
The hurricane's
Get the fuck out of here or shut up. Stop calling Russia. We're not in the mood. We had to do a podcast before this. We don't feel like Russia coming, okay? Get a grip.
Would you walk into anybody else's job, basically, and do this?
Yeah, because she's a whore.
Who, First Lady?
No.
She's like, I'm
prostitute?
here to whore.
that what's
I don't
really
know what
happening?
else. I can't explain her. She's drunk. She's acting. What?
I don't believe it. I think it's a bullshit
That
You
what?
think it's a bullshit?
What's a bullshit?
that they write about her in the news. I think they all corrupted and a different party did it.
All right, thank you so much. Everyone give her a round of applause. Thank you so much for joining our podcast. We had a great time having you. I look forward to all your relief efforts for Hurricane Irma, and I look forward to seeing you in the news and all the positive effect you're going to change with this world. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Can you please go? No, it's my podcast.
This is what happens.
This is your apartment?
She lives in this apartment.
Yes.
Okay, wait.
okay.
Here's the thing. Where do you live? Show me your room.
Why you wanna? I sleep under this table.
You sleep under this table. You sleep under this table.
Yes.
This is a studio. You can't sleep under this table. That's what you've been doing?
I bet she passes out under
But it's so uncomfortable.
She
because
had mushrooms. She has
the
like...
blanket
Yeah.
is falling down when I sleep on the ceiling.
All right.
Where's Ralph?
Thank you. I don't know. I guess Ralph doesn't care.
Ralph here?
I'm gonna stop. I'm
Just let
gonna
him
shut up.
finish. No, just let him finish. Okay? They're trying to do this.
Can she just not be
we
in
we
here?
want to get out of here. It's gonna take-
well, I mean,
Please,
we
for me. Honestly.
That was pretty good, Ricky.
But if
Why
you say
you
one,
wanna get out?
but if you say one more thing, then I'll have to.
She's just real aggressive.
Come here. Come here right now.
She's
Oh my god.
no, we had so no. You were great. Thank you for coming. You were great. You were great. Thank you so much.
Okay, before we get back into it, I think we just need to take a moment
Yeah.
and like sort of reflect on the good times and the bad.
Mail order pussy.
That
I'm such a worse drunk than that. That was nothing.
Oh my.
The thing is, yeah, she was physically calm but mentally unstable.
The thing is like she really cares about the hurricane. Like maybe
came in
she's a really
screaming at us.
great person.
Screaming. No, because she's like, what are you going to do? It's like,
I don't know.
what can anybody fucking do? It's a hurricane,
We'll totally
you
decide
psychopath.
after this podcast about Remy coming.
Right.
Get out.
We're trying to get the floodgates to open. Not close.
Hello.
There we go. Segue.
Comedy.
Bad.
I don't know. I think we're just tired too, and that was just like an energy I wasn't really up for.
No, I would
That
have
was
her
tough.
on. I would have her on her own episode,
Absolutely.
because she is so shameworthy. But I
Yeah.
just sort of felt like she's gonna die before we have the opportunity. She's gonna like drive her like car right into a hurricane.
The thing is like she looked at me so empathetically when I was like saying like I can't come or whatever, and then she launches into, but we have to go down to the hurricane. I was like, oh man, you're not even listening to me.
Oh my god, my onions.
And she started reading Morse code in a microphone.
My
you
aunt,
don't do that.
He's going.
Ricky, thank you so
Thanks,
much.
Yeah,
Ricky.
thank you.
Way to lay it down.
Yeah, that was bizarre.
Ricky just had to punch a chick. Thank you, Richie. Ricky.
You're welcome.
What's
Goes
his name
back
again?
to like my clubbing days when you like have to kick the annoying bitch off your table. You're like, how did you even get here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Right.
I know who I remembered you. I stumbled on that. It's been a long day. Listen, okay, so you do get aroused. What is the physical sensation? How can you tell?
Like things tingle.
Things tingle.
Your boobs get all hard and like you're wet.
Yeah.
No?
Well, okay, I asked this because like a clit orgasm is like way different than like
Vaginal.
And so I never like was able to orgasm until I figured out the clit one, and that is a sensation that's very specific. It's not
What
what you're
did you
describing
do?
is a general state of arousal.
Yeah.
But to come, for me, it has to be that very like
It's like
laser
pulsing
beam.
or something.
It's like a laser beam to the clit of energy. Karen's nodding her head. Yes.
Yeah.
She's just letting me fall on the sword. But she's
I'm
not.
like, go.
Yeah, but she's nodding in agreement.
My thing is, like, I've already decided I'm going to kind of try to masturbate a little bit right now while she tells the story.
See if you can. You show off.
Not masturbate, but I'm right there. Me and my clit were right there with you.
Well, my thing is like right now is I'm trying to figure out what my thing is. So
Yeah.
maybe it's
Sure, yeah.
Karen doing it live while Micah tells us.
So do you think you have to have a specific thing?
I think I must. I think
so,
like there
too.
has to be like some like I don't know because like yeah,
or something to at
my
least
brain's like locked.
something you can at least tap into that'll take you somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a go to.
What have you investigated so far?
I haven't really. I'm so
haven't?
lazy.
You haven't looked at any types of porn to see if like anything like
Doesn't have to be
I've
porn.
watched-
it doesn't have.
like-
I don't watch porn.
I
but
was watching.
Where do you people get your porn?
I don't always watch porn. I get turned
But
on
like
by
when
really
you
weird
do,
shit.
okay, what do
Well, you
you?
can get anything online. Google anything.
I go to
You can
YouTube
look at
videos.
anything.
Okay.
I go to YouTube videos of people working out, and then I shame them in my head. Swear to fucking God. Yeah. It took me forever to figure out that was my jam, and
Hot people working out or disgusting,
Disgusting
people working out? Wow. Okay. That's
and it's like
cool.
fucking. Is it? I don't know, but now I can come, and I couldn't before. So like, God bless. How
Do
would
you
I?
want to hear something really weird? And I think Karen, this will speak to you.
Okay.
You know how Instagram shows you like in your search section like things it thinks you might be interested in because of what you click on?
Yeah.
I don't know why because I don't click on anything besides people I know. I really don't. I promise I don't. In my search section, I have before and after weight pictures, but it's of women who were thin and are now huge.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
And I
That's
do
just somebody
enjoy
sending you a
seeing
card.
it, but like,
Yeah. That could be your thing, dude.
is that my thing?
Why not?
Do you get like a little like
Tingly in my crotch?
or even just like does your brain kind of like get a little melty, like you're just like, what am I looking? If there's anything that's giving you a slight bit of disgust,
Disgust is a big part of sexuality.
it was like it's like because like like homophobes have disgust
Like
for gay
shame.
people,
Like
but
sometimes,
also
Yeah,
sometimes
yeah,
it's
yeah,
shame.
yeah.
It's you look at something and you're ashamed that you
Yeah.
like it, and so then your brain goes, "Don't look at that anymore." And guess what? All
or
you
it's a
gotta
confused
do.
thing, like you confuse that attraction for disgust.
Okay, but
Like
here's
all domination stuff, like that's hatred, self-hatred, shame.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not specifically things that like are romantic.
right.
Those are things that are the opposite of that, and yet it inspires sexual excitement.
Do you think it like? No, I'm not saying I'm this or whatever, but people that like are into like dogs or babies or whatever, like that would be
Go on about the
gross.
babies.
Ew.
It would be gross, but
But then you like keep that in your head. I feel like even thinking about that should be
No.
illegal.
Or I mean, how
you can't shame your thoughts.
You can't make your minds illegal. You can't. Yeah, you can't do anything. I mean, there's a big difference between people who act on that stuff and people. People do a lot of weird shit in their head. I like watching horses fuck grown women.
you do?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's usually black chicks.
Do you masturbate to that?
Maybe.
Really? Karen,
I
it
like
explains so
animals.
much.
See,
I
my
love
thing is,
animals.
I feel the need to tell everyone
Yeah.
everything. So if I start doing something, I'm like, well, I'm going to tell the entire world about this. I'm like, what if that thing is fucking dark
It could be.
and
In fact,
weird?
it
I mean, like the
probably
gym thing is
What it-
a little.
It's pretty dark.
A little strange.
Yeah.
Well, okay, what if it's like thinking back to like past memories of when
But
you're
wait,
like,
wait. The
Wait.
gym thing's strange, but
Let-
Karen can get.
Did everybody not watch Mr. Hands in 2000? What was that? 2004?
I don't know. I look up videos.
Yeah, Mr. Hands was this horse fucking a man, and then
Oh,
the man
no.
died. It was like the
died.
first.
Man died, yeah, no.
Yeah.
No, but you like I masturbate to memories a lot. I get like real nostalgic. I love nostalgia. I'm much more romantic when I masturbate than when I fuck.
See, this is a thing that
Vice versa for me.
I've like been
You're such a psycho.
No, I'm just saying I'm thinking of other people when I have sex.
Listen, we all are. I'm thinking of your boyfriend.
Ooh.
She's a hot boyfriend.
Yeah, he's pretty cute.
Nothing wrong with that. She doesn't know.
Do you
Not like I'm
think
gonna tell
about your
her.
own boyfriend if like he's out of town?
What? Do I what?
Masturbate to your own boyfriend?
He's never out of town.
He's never out of town.
is always there.
Times Mike is pussy.
No, that's when I go straight gym video. I'm like, it's time for me and my gym buds or whatever it is that day.
Draw the blinds.
That was a for example as opposed to a need to have.
Right. Okay.
I got turned on today watching a Heart video at the office.
A heart,
what?
like a pulsing.
Oh,
That song,
like
music can get me really horny sometimes.
Oh, me too. I think playlists are really important.
Yeah.
But guys don't usually want to bang to the songs that you want to. Like, I'm like, I feel so, like, touch my face and like,
Wait, what?
like, let's have it like 90s rom-com. Like,
Oh, I tried jerking off to this Maroon 5 video so many times. This was like right before I could
Adam
come.
Levine's too skinny for me.
Oh, I mean, like the whole thing, and he's just like,
It
it didn't work. But
Yeah,
no,
no,
that's not gonna work.
he's
That's
not
like
cute.
jerking off to like a female eel. That's nothing. That's not doing
female
anything
eel.
this was like 10 years ago. Cut me some slack.
for me. No.
It was very feminine.
Remember, one of the first music videos that ever really turned me on that I'm pretty sure I masturbated to was Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
That's a good one.
What was it? Vibration. Feel the
Vibrations.
vibrate.
Yeah.
Woo! That was a very horny video.
Feel
that's
the
like-
vibration.
Welcome to the Jungle, Guns N' Roses,
Wait.
Axl Rose
Yeah.
with his swivelly little eel hips.
Wait, was feel the vibration supposed to be a jerk off thing? It's like you get a
was a
dildo
sex-
and you get a
yeah.
vibrator.
Probably.
I mean, all I know is that I was face down on my mom's couch a couple afternoons.
Feeling the vibes.
That's what a lot of the stories that I've been hearing is face down on a parent's couch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you live with your grandma.
I do.
So it's not like you don't have that working for you.
Yeah, that sucks. Like when it's not the best thought time when I'm like, oh, she's next door, and also my
That's-
grandfather died in this room.
Ooh, that's a little mental prison.
Really?
Yeah, and then
That's
my
tough.
boyfriend has roommates too, so it's really there's never really a quiet place.
Does she ever go out of town? Do you ever go out of town?
Currently, people are out of town right now, so that's good.
No, she wants you to leave. Go to a hotel. Go somewhere different, like on vacation, where time
Yeah,
doesn't-
yeah.
you don't
We've
feel like
done that.
anybody could walk in at any moment. You feel much freer.
I mean, I think this is placing too much pressure. Like, honestly, when you figure out
On,
the
like,
thing,
yeah.
when you figure out the thing that's going to get you really going, it's not going to feel like an experiment you have to find the solution to. It's going to be a thing that happens automatically.
Yeah, I have to do research.
But it starts with, like,
I
fucking...
think I like rape. I remember liking the
Who
movie
doesn't?
Fear.
Yeah, great.
It's weird if you don't.
No, do you remember Fear when he's like fingering her on the
yeah.
on the roller coaster?
Marky
Mark.
classic.
I mean,
Oh my
Marky
God,
Mark.
you too.
Marky Mark is a source of a lot of lady
Classic.
boners.
I know he beat up an Asian when he was younger.
Is
Freaking
that
love
so?
that guy.
What?
Yeah, he punched an old Asian man in the face. I think
not
he went
great.
to jail.
Really? I love that.
It's just a little rough around the edges. That's not crazy.
Was he conducting an orchestra at the time?
No, I think it was a hate crime.
Okay.
Ooh,
It's,
Boston
Boston for you.
boys. Yeah,
I was just gonna say, I was like, I believe everything about that.
yeah. Have you ever dated a guy in Boston? If you
oh my
haven't
God.
witnessed them doing a hate crime, I don't think so.
Oh man, no, I dated. They're mostly racist in private.
I saw. Yeah. Anyway.
So you haven't done
So-
much research.
I need to do more. I think I'm putting a lot of pressure on it right now.
Yeah, I mean, you have a whole fucking podcast.
Yeah. It's
Well,
a lot.
or you come and then it's kind of like, what are people tuning in for? She figured it out.
I think what's gonna be.
Then she gets to end the podcast and come all the time.
No, I don't want to end it. I think it's about more than me. It's about other people who aren't doing it too. Like my sister did a ton of research, and like
Can
there's
she
a
come?
lot of she can.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of girls who like haven't at all, and then also like 75 to 90% of women can't do it vaginally anyway with a partner.
Yeah.
So like
The numbers are high.
it would be cool to just like keep learning different techniques and stuff, and that's like what people are doing on the podcast.
Someone tried to shame me for not being able to come vaginally. I'm like, it's a miracle I can come at all.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
You think your dick's so
Who
important?
tried to do that to you?
Oh, I'm trying to remember now. Someone who was just like, oh yeah, everyone comes on my dick. I'm like, was that on our show?
but
Was
that's
it last week?
It's a lie sometimes
Nuh-uh.
too.
No, it wasn't. I'll
I
think
find guys aren't usually asking. They just assume. They're like, yeah, if the girl doesn't say, like, I didn't come, like, then I assume that she did. I'm like, no, that's not a thing.
No. We're
Like,
just trying to tap out. It's just
I-
a performance tap out.
Yeah.
It's very well. I mean, it's just kind of like, all right, I'm done. Like, I had about as much fun as I know I'm going to have doing this with these moves.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead, fake a little orgasm, and go to bed. I'm done.
Oh, I don't even fake anything.
Have you ever faked it?
No.
No, I never did either. There's something like,
So what do
if
you
I don't
do?
get to come, you don't get to feel like you made me come.
Exactly.
I just want to get out of there a lot of times. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, I'm done. I had fun in the beginning.
But you get to because you can come, so you're just sort of like, now that's on me.
Yeah.
Like when you can
Right.
come and you don't, That was a little bit your responsibility.
I know, but
Yeah.
I know, like from the beginning or the middle that like it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Because why?
It's just not going my way.
I mean, you can
Does
come
it take
during
a certain
sex.
amount of time?
No,
You can't. Oh, but like
No.
even like
Oh, wait. You can't.
not vaginally. No,
Oh,
I masturbate a lot.
no, but yeah, like sex for me is like a 2-part act.
okay.
Him and me,
So you do him first and then,
then me. Because if I come first, I do not want to fuck anymore.
okay.
So
You
it
wanna go
has.
to bed.
He has. Well, yeah. It's also just like I feel pleasurable. Everything's too sensitive now. Don't stick your dick in me. I'm done. I don't have sexy thoughts anymore. I'm done.
But doesn't he like, I feel like with guys, the second they're done, they're like, oh, I need to roll off. I can't even like focus on anything
No,
anymore.
get you a good man.
Okay. I mean, no, I'm not saying that. Whoa.
Benny, we coming for you.
No, he tries so hard.
Oh, I'm sure he does. But no, like, I mean,
He tries so hard his way. I mean, that's like, and I'm not saying Benny does this, but I've had experiences with guys that are just like, I'm gonna make you come, and I'm like, no, you're not.
Right.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
I mean, like, it's.
I think when in any situation though, when a guy knows that you have a tough time, whether you're me or any girl who has a tough time, it gets so aggravating when like you're banging and then they're like, suck my dick, and I'm like, for what reason?
Yeah.
You literally get off every time. What the fuck am I doing down
Yes.
here? What am I doing here? Like, this
Yes.
isn't fair. This is like if like. Let's go back to the hurricane. If like my house was flooded and like I brought a bucket over to your house, like that's so dumb. I need help.
Right. Well, because there's
Just say no. Just don't.
No, because I'm kind
I mean, but
Well,
like,
where's
you're
that
not-
kind
and skilled.
skill?
I know that's the other thing. It's like, oh, fine, if it'll get you to shut up, I'll fucking do it. But I hear that. But like a lot of times, it's kind of like, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna go get a BLT. I'm gonna go get a sandwich from my deli guy.
I mean, the bottom line is like, suck a dick, don't suck a dick. You're not going to
whatever.
come tonight anyway. You're
But
gonna.
I think that's the general, like that's like my thinking right now, at least, and like with my current and with my ex and with guys, right? Like before, like we all assume that I'm not going to do it, so then it's kind of like a lost cause. It's
Yeah.
sad
You'll do it.
sometimes.
I get it. Like they all start with the best of intentions. They're like, I'm going to be the guy that does
Yeah.
it, and then like they like after 3 tries, they're like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Why?
And it's still fun, but it's like, are we trying to achieve a goal that's unattainable? Nobody wants to be doing that.
And the
Right.
truth is, like, that type of like motivation is a fucking mood killer.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I should be coming because I'm so fucking into you.
Yeah.
I like fucking you. Not because you're like, come. It's like, get out
Yeah.
of here, bro. Like, I should come because, like, I want to come right now.
I know.
Which is why I think it's going to happen for you alone the first time.
I wish somebody would just make me like a little dossier of porn, like a bunch of links. It's like, here's some stuff. Like, here's just a little sample
It's
platter.
called you porn.
Just keep going. I
Go
mean,
to
like,
the front page. You
you
know
know-
what you should read is erotica. Don't look at porn.
I read
That's a good
all the
idea.
50 Shades of Grey. I had such problem with the grammar and the use of my sex as her vagina. He
that's
began to
disgusting.
touch my sex. What the fuck?
No, that kind of that's you got to like find whatever your fucking kink is, because my suspicion is you have one,
Mm-hmm.
and then you'll figure it out. So like look around, pick different story styles, things that wouldn't be. Don't go in with the idea that you're gonna come. Just read different stuff.
take
got
the
it.
time.
Take
Take,
the
an,
time.
I just
take an
don't want to
afternoon
like
off.
discover this like crazy. I mean, I already think I'm a psycho, but like if there's like something even.
Well, who do you think's making it? Why do you think it's out there? Why do you think so many other people are watching it?
Because
You
other
don't
people
feel
are
that
psychos.
bad.
Yeah.
Like it's not like if it's like you have to cut a limb off to come, then that's too bad for you.
I'll do it.
But like it could be something like simple but just a little like off the beaten path.
Yeah.
127 hours.
Do you take
Most
like,
women, it takes 20 minutes. For me, it's a little longer.
if you're?
I mean like now that I figured it out, I can go 30 seconds.
That's great.
I can't. Go
And then
that
can you
long.
do like in
30
between?
seconds?
No, like I can get it done in 30 seconds start to
Oh,
finish.
That's great.
I'm more romantic with myself.
After that, though,
Oh yeah, I try to, but like
Sometimes you got to get it done.
or just like
Sometimes you got to get in the shower.
sometimes 30 seconds in, I'm fighting it.
because of the shit you're watching, you creep.
My
It's
fucking creepy
it's
ass
guys,
shit.
It's guys just like
That's so
tied up
great.
with like latex and like shit in their mouths.
I love it.
Like physical poop shit, not stuff.
And don't like even take. It's not even like the type of stuff I'd want to do in bed with an actual partner because of course I've like had a lot of time to think about it.
It
now.
doesn't correspond.
Not at all.
Yeah,
It's
I don't
just
want- I don't want
no,
little
it's
kids in
literally
my
just
bed.
taking you out of your sick mind
Yeah.
and putting your mind elsewhere. And that's my thing is like I'm so not anal, but like not OCD either. Just like I'm always thinking about stuff and like
I've seen your
to-
room. It's a mess.
it's a mess.
Jerk off on the floor. Hump a pillow. Have fun with yourself.
Yeah. Go
I
into
hump everything.
You do hump everything.
I do.
Well,
Have you-
hump it and then rub your clit and then finger yourself and then rub your clit.
Have people told you vibrators?
oh yeah.
But I don't think that's the move. It wasn't for me. What do you think of them?
It's like you're very aware that they're there.
Right. Yeah.
I use them as like a performance tool, but not like
They
I'll
should
play
be
around
more
with them.
slippery too, though. I know you can put lube on them, but like they should be like a little slippery. Like it's too machinery.
And then you put too much
Yeah.
lube on them, and then you find them under your bed with a lot of weird shit stuck to
Little
them.
fuzzies,
Your dog is like chasing it like a bone.
Found your ball.
like a long ginger hair, and you're like, where did this come from?
I know where it came from.
I know.
Yeah. So
Listen.
wait, when was the first time that you guys ever did it?
I was like 26.
Oh right. Okay.
I feel like I was in college. I used to jerk off in my bunk bed a lot while we were listening to John Mayer, and there were like my two other roommates were in the room.
See,
That
John
was the
Mayer,
thing
you
at
made
camp.
you made fun of me for Maroon 5 and you're jerking off to John
John
fucking
Mayer's
Mayer.
a dick. He's like an asshole.
Yeah.
He's way bigger than Adam Levine.
Your Body's a Wonderland is a way pussier song than anything Adam
John
Levine's
Mayer's
ever.
really
well,
hot.
maybe my body's just more of a wonderland than yours. Do you ever think about that?
I think about it every time I jerk off.
He has like soft baby skin.
I'm really into meat.
Wait, can I see a picture of
You know
John
what?
Mayer?
John
I don't
Mayer's
think that's gonna get
so
me going at
hot.
all.
The thing that's fun about masturbating is like kind of doing it like in public once in a while, but like being public and private. Like
Oh,
if you're
yeah.
being on a camping trip when I was younger. I remember this one time we all had like sleeping bags in a tent. It's like
Yeah. Wait, you're saying
You didn't have
all the shit
Oh, you
that
did-
I used to do too.
You did have a sister. Did you do weird shit with your sister?
I still have a sister.
I know. Not weird
Wouldn't that
shit,
be
but
so
like
sad?
whatever, like PG shit. You know, like not like we're not talking like Lena Dunham type shit.
No,
but, like,
you like grind up against your
it's like
sibling a
you
little
like
bit.
do like a little exploring. You know
No
what I
way,
mean?
nothing
No?
like that. She was 3 years older than me. I don't know if that's like too old.
I was 3 years older than my sister. Am I Dunham? Did I Dunham my little sister?
Did you Dudham your sister?
No, I feel like we had like day beds. Like there was like a time like we were both like reaching a certain age and we were like, what's going on down there? Oh, okay, cool.
There's a pic of John Mayer.
Hot.
Fuck yeah, all day.
Yeah.
Hello.
Those lips.
Oh,
I guess I just can't stop thinking about that time he tried to do stand-up comedy.
Oh yeah.
It's like such a boner killer.
I heard.
He is pretty hot. All right.
Look at that.
oh, it's gorgeous. Yeah, what are you talking about?
I'm sort of the acoustic
singing to
DJ.
me?
He's a fucking chode. What does that even?
It's weird. I would like masturbate to stuff like this, but then I would go and have sex with my hip hop teacher,
Who is your hip hop teacher?
Anthony Rue II. Shout out. I think he still teaches at Broadway Dance Center. He's
Oh
great.
my god, cute. How old were you? 12?
19, 20. I was in college.
It was legal, right? Or you just gave out the
No.
name of a fucking statutory rapist?
No, he was black. It wasn't legal.
Oh.
I used to always go for like instructors of things.
Oh yeah,
Like
of course.
Yeah, tennis, dance,
I'm like more like I'll,
trapeze.
Yeah. You took trapeze?
Once or a few times in Club Med. The
Oh, well, the Club
wonderful
Med instructor.
all-inclusive resort. Yeah, I loved Club Med instructors.
Of course. They're not there to teach you anything.
The
They're there
first
to
person
fuck
who
you.
ever ate me out was a Club Med instructor on the tennis court at like 5 a.m. where like right before a lesson with him and me and my family.
wow.
Oh my god!
you guys-
So like he's talking to them, and his breath smells like your puss.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And cigarettes. That's why I like guys who smoke cigarettes now, because it like reminds me of like Walker Shipley. Shout out, hey Boca Raton. or
Walker
wherever you know what? He's probably stuck in the hurricane.
Oh, rest in peace, Walker
R.I.P.
Shipley.
Walker Shipley.
Shipley ate me out on the tennis courts at Club Med.
Yeah. That
And
can
you
be the name
still-
of the episode.
You have a memory like that, and you still can't.
This
come.
is like I know this. I
Amazing.
can't think of like the more spoiled person in my life. Like I'm so rich and I can't come. I'll just make a podcast about it. You guys figure it out.
I feel like it was like God being like, listen, I haven't given you any other issues, so here's a monumental one. You want to talk about it?
yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is sort of like a big one because don't you feel like you're missing?
Oh yeah, and I
Something
feel like I'm
major.
like broken.
Yeah.
It sucks. And I feel like
There's gotta be groups.
like
Nobody-
support groups?
Yeah. Nobody wants to talk to a support group about this.
No.
Well, here's the
I
truth.
don't even want to like
Probably a bunch of ugly chicks.
no.
Look at who you're talking about.
No, I mean
She's
they go.
gorgeous.
They go to the,
No,
they
no,
go
no.
to the group.
Oh, okay.
I don't think
Lesbian.
it has anything to do with attractive or not. I feel
know.
like it's a
I
weird-
was kidding.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it had to do with, I thought I got a breast reduction when I was 17, so I was
Yeah.
like, maybe I like cut off like my sexual energy supply. Like, you know how like, you know, the well, not the I Ching, but your whatever, the spiritual energies, the chakras. That's what I
chakra.
You said I Ching.
I know. It's another thing.
Yin and yang.
I Ching.
It's another Eastern way of thinking.
I feel like my leg is itching right now.
All these Eastern way of thinkings look the same. Am I right? The chakra. So I thought I like killed my chakra circuit,
Okay.
but I didn't. Or maybe I did. I fucked up, and now I just watch a bunch of weird shit. Do you think maybe your plastic surgery stopped you?
Maybe.
Like you're not your
Maybe
true
I
self?
knew exactly. Yeah. Sometimes I'm just trying to be my truest self, and like I feel like my nose job makes me appear much more waspy than I actually am. And I have to like come back and be like, "This is not who you are.
Yeah.
You're a little."
Maybe you need to read the Torah to come.
Yeah, I need a Hashem.
You need Hashem.
God is a very prevalent part in the Torah, apparently.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I went on a birthright trip, and like we're the least religious family, but my sister and I accidentally went on like an Orthodox trip, and they had us go on like these mikvahs where you like learned the guy and girl relationships, and apparently in Jewish faith, the girl controls when you fuck.
Yeah.
Like, the guy always has to fuck the girl whenever she wants, which I think should be true of all religions, really.
It's true of mine.
Like, we're much more difficult.
Yeah. But like, what if the woman just never wants to fuck? Do they just never have sex? Because I don't think that sounds.
Yeah,
very...
that's really mean too.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right.
I don't know.
No, I mean, I guess whatever. If that's the way that the chips lie.
But I do know, like, it's not only that the woman decides when they want to have sex, but it's the man's responsibility to make her come.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
In the Jewish faith, it's like he has
Yeah,
to
I think
pleasure.
you told me that.
And I did not make that up.
No,
I heard it somewhere.
I'll be honest. Like most guys, like that I like sleep with. Maybe they're not like specifically like know the perfect thing to do to make me come, right?
Yeah.
But like a lot of them are doing a really good job at oral sex. You know, a lot of them.
Interesting.
A lot of them are getting down. I haven't found a lot of guys that are like, no, I'm not going to fucking go down on you for a long time for as long as you want. Blah blah blah. I think that sucks.
Do you think that's more recently, or like when you're growing up that was
I
true
always
too?
had guys go down on me a lot, and apparently my pussy smells, but they also eat my asshole out. Maybe they're confused.
Maybe they're confused.
No, they just like that sex scent.
Yeah,
They want it.
yeah,
I mean, we're all just fucking disgusting, filthy animals.
yeah.
I feel like I've always pushed people's heads out away from my gine.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, oh wait, I have to take it from here. I'll be like
Yeah.
that once in a while. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like I got let me just do this.
No, I just
And
think
then,
I like feel bad for them because I'm like, it's like, I don't know.
I don't like oral
It's
either.
Oh, I
inside
don't feel
instead of
bad.
outside. Like with a dick, it's like it's a little, not that it's more clean, but
Oh
like,
fuck, their dicks are gross. Their balls are
yeah,
gross.
dicks are gross.
No,
Yeah, but you're
it
not necessarily putting balls in your mouth.
I am.
I am.
I'm saying not necessarily. Not necessarily. But also, it's still not inside.
I
You know
love
what I mean?
love putting balls in my mouth. It's fun. It's like an adventure.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
imagine licking inside someone's
if you're
nostril.
into the guy,
I think it's
if
a
you're into-
challenge, you know, because you want to get them both
if you
in.
get them both
Yeah.
in, and you like try to look up to see if you're like hurting him, you're like,
Yeah.
look at me, I'm a freak show.
And then you juggle them like little Chinese balls with your
Exactly.
tongue.
Yeah, because they
So
shape
strong.
around, you know. So you can,
Sometimes-
like,
Yeah.
you get into
Clink,
one and then you're
clink,
like,
clink, clink, clink.
Sometimes you like bite down on them to see how drunk the guy is. He's gonna wake up.
and then you rip them off.
And then you bury him and his friends. So
Matzo ball soup. Isn't that like a Jewish thing?
Matzo ball soup.
Yeah.
That is a Jewish thing.
Nuts balls.
Nuts
What is it? Nuts.
ball
No.
soup.
Have you ever had sex with a Jewish guy?
I
No.
only half Jewish, probably. Oh no, actually, I did in one. Wait, this is actually the one night stand I tried to have in college. I successfully had one night stands after, but this was the first one I ever tried. He was British Jew, and
Oh, that doesn't count.
what?
There's no Jews in Britain.
Yeah,
I don't know. There probably are. But when you hear their accent, they sound too polished to be Jewish.
yeah. Well, whatever. I let him bang me the first time, and then he leaned over on his little elbow, and he looks at me and he goes, Remy, why were you so willing to give yourself to me?
Rude.
Yeah.
So rude. What did
Yeah.
you say?
I was just like, because I wanted to have a one-night stand. What
Yeah.
are you talking about? But then we ended up going out again, so then,
It didn't work out as one night stand.
yeah. But yeah, I think
Why
he's
were
the
you
only
so
full Jew.
willing?
Why are we so willing?
Why
to
was
give
he so
yourself
willing
me?
to try and ruin it?
I don't know.
What a douche.
I was like, now I feel bad.
That's just a boomerang compliment. He was just looking for you to be like, you were irresistible. I was lost in your eyes.
It's
I
not,
love-
oh, a boomerang compliment?
Yeah.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah,
I
me
think I just
neither.
made it up.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
It's good.
Thanks.
Yeah, so it's not a compliment. You say something rude in order to
It's
get
a fishing. It's a
Yeah.
fishing technique.
fishing, but when you, yeah.
You're fishing for a compliment.
But the
Ugh, I
bait
hate
is
them.
compliment. No, but I don't think he was complimenting me at
He
all.
sort of
No,
was.
he
Maybe he
wasn't.
was,
Yeah.
but maybe in his mind he was. He was like, "What made you like so free?" He's like, maybe if I phrase it like this,
Yeah.
she'll still say like it.
Yeah.
What made
What
you
made
so
you so
confident
open to
and
me?
free
Yeah.
that you gave yourself to me?
But so easily.
Was he really hot?
He is hot.
I mean, like sometimes fucking really hot guys can get away with that shit.
Yeah.
But like, whatever, dude.
I mean, you
And
went
then I
out
went
with
out
him
again, yeah.
How was the sex though? Good?
No.
No. Well, there goes my Jew theory.
Yeah.
It's like maybe she just needs one of the tribe.
Yeah, no.
What about Blank? You gone there?
Nope.
Okay.
Not yet.
That's a good place to start.
Yeah.
Here.
Although they say it's a good place to end. Oh.
Yeah. True.
That's another boomerang issue, though. You just keep going back in a rotation. One of them.
Karen doesn't know. She thinks she keeps like fucking her ex-boyfriend, but he's just a twin.
Yeah.
So it's like 1 in 4
No,
times.
stop that. I'm not. Don't say that.
No.
No. I have.
No. We only
Oh,
say
no,
that
of
in
course.
private.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
She's drunk.
Yeah, yeah.
Karen, what's your favorite race to fuck?
I like them all. Not except for Jews and Mexicans.
Mm-hmm.
I've never fucked a Jew. Never fucked a Mexican.
You've never fucked a Jew?
No.
So
I
what's
just
the
like to say that if it
circumcision rate?
gets Micah mad.
It
What?
doesn't get me mad. I've only had sex with one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much? What?
I haven't slept with a bunch of Jews. You gotta.
But you
branch
acted
out.
like you need a Jew to get to come.
we were
You're
trying-
telling me that Jew was the big Micah squirter. He was the one who did it. Did he make you come?
No.
Oh. But he took
Although
care of you.
You want to know? I did learn to come while I was
Yeah.
dating him because he was very sex positive, and he had a lot of literature around about like different types of stuff. And so while I was reading one of his books, I was like, oh, I kind of identify with like this mode of sexuality, whatever. And then like slowly, so that brick got laid down, and then like something else from another thing, and all these bricks got laid down. So eventually, I
It's
was
an
like,
education. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have to like
You
go
know, like
to
a
like
Tetris pussy?
elementary- Yeah.
Isn't it so infuriating though? Because then there's also like 14-year-olds who are getting pregnant. And,
Oh,
like,
totally.
Well, how about getting their clits lobbed off?
But you don't have
Well-
to come to get pregnant. How unfortunate is that?
Right, but like you assume, I mean, and, incorrectly, but like some of them are coming. Like just sex comes so naturally
Yeah,
to them
yeah,
that,
yeah, yeah.
that they want to fuck so much that they get pregnant.
My first person on the podcast was Wendy Starling, and she came when she was 6.
Yeah.
And she does it again and again and again, and she squirts and all that shit. She just does. She just does.
So it's comes very easily.
Yeah.
No pun intended
Yeah.
for some people. And
There are friends that I know that are just like, oh, I can just come on a train.
Oh, I just bumped into a couch. Like,
Yeah.
what do you
I have a
mean?
friend who says she can think herself to coming.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I had
Yeah.
a girl who wrote me like a letter, being like,
You
I
haven't
taught
gotten
myself
close
to-
doing it like that?
Oh yeah, there are times where I'm like, I have to go.
But then I have
What
to
was
go.
that movie? 40 Days and 40 Nights. You know when Josh Hartnett does it with the white orchid or whatever?
Oh,
He
yeah.
blows
When he
it
does
into
like
her crotch.
the pedal all over her.
Yeah,
He,
and
like
then she
blows
comes-
it.
yeah.
Oh,
I have no idea what you're talking
It's
about.
a little like, I mean,
It's a good movie.
it's that.
He's
that
not allowed
part
to
is-
fuck for all of Lent, and so he
Josh
like wants to
Hartnett.
make this girl come, but he
In
can't
his
touch
heyday.
her. So he blows a flower.
really
Did she come?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you come from a flower being blown
It
on your
wasn't
I don't
just
know.
that. It was the fact that she, I think, fell in love with him and she waited this long. It was an emotional
Yeah.
orgasm.
Wait, she waited this long? It was only a month. Why couldn't she just wait with him?
40 days.
40 days.
That's a lot.
When you
a lot.
just started dating someone?
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
But you're not. So wait, you would rather the first time you fuck someone have them blow a flower on your puss than just wait 40 days to get railed?
You make a fair point, but
Like, are you fucking kidding me? That sounds
No, but like if you're
disgusting.
in that moment and like
We're in a
and we're in a movie and
We're
it's
in a
romance
movie.
and Sade is on.
I mean, it's Josh Hartnett, and I would let him
Yeah.
blow whatever the fuck he wants.
and he's tweezed his unibrow for this scene, and it's beautiful.
No,
and
I
Micah looks beautiful, and she's looking at herself.
I
too.
I was looking to see if a picture of Josh Hartnett was.
Oh,
I shook Channing Tatum's hand once, and I just felt my entire body just go limp, and I was just like, I will go anywhere with this man. You can just cut my body in pieces. I don't give a
I
shit.
remember watching A Knight's Tale next to my father in the movie theater and seeing Heath Ledger for the first time, and being like,
He's gorgeous in Heath Ledger.
Oh, Heath Ledger.
in the Night's
why?
I know, he's so dead.
Do you think he did it just because he didn't want all of us jerking off to him?
he was just like, no more orgasms in my name.
Sweat pussy. I'm gonna fucking host and I'm out.
He was so delicate and beautiful and strong at the same.
And like the smile.
He was a little too perfect.
Josh Hartnett.
Josh.
Yeah, he's.
Wow, he's so cute.
I have a friend who used to go on dates with him.
What?
Hater,
Yeah,
hater,
in high school.
Hater.
That's a lot of these city girls went out with like pseudo famous 90s guys.
Oh, because she lived in the city, and so she was like partying.
Like, yeah,
and, like-
partying. And
and they fuck like
two of my friends fucked
Teens?
Ethan Hawke once.
Ethan Hawke.
at the same time.
I remember when he was making rounds. I also remember Christian Slater was getting some puss at a certain point when my friend slept with Christian Slater one night.
Whoa.
Yes.
And
And then they blew up a school together.
Cuba. I remember one time Cuba Gooding Jr. was trying to take home like 3 of my friends one night. We were at a club and I was like, wow, Cuba, wow.
Wow.
It's just like upset.
Three
With, I was
of her
ups-
friend- of
I
your
was
friends?
upset with him. I went home. I looked at him. I was like, "He's a family man." Like, wow,
Oh,
wow,
it's so
Cuba.
upsetting
Wow.
when they blow their cover. My friend saw Louis C.K. before he was like talked about being a perv with like 4 tall Russian hookers, not unlike our friend who was just here. And she was like, "Oh, I'm such a big fan." He was like, "Shh,
Rest in peace.
Yeah, of course.
If you say her name 3 times, she might come
she
back.
might come back."
Oh, she was.
I don't know what her name is, but
It's Rosanna. She was gorgeous. Roxana. What was it?
It was
Uruksaya.
Tatiana.
Tatiana.
Titiana. Titiana. She had big titties. I will say that.
She did.
She had
And
a
a-
big roll
what
under
was
them too.
Big Tushine.
What was that giant rock she had? That was real.
Oh my god! I'm like, where do you engage to?
I had so many
Candy?
questions for her, but I also was just so frustrated.
Frustrated. You have to go to my onions.
Yeah, you'll have to.
You have
What
to
is
go
more,
to the
more,
hurricane.
what is
She
more
was-
important?
She was like, "We have to go right now." And then she sat down and was like,
you got to go to the
and she
hurricane.
sat down and was like, "Right after I finish this podcast."
Fucking batshit insane. I can't wait to
doing?
make fun of Ralph. We should have Ralph back on again just
We
for
gotta get
letting this
Ralph
girl
on
live
and
this.
talk about that. I mean, the decisions he's making are embarrassing, not only himself, but this fucking podcast network.
First he took us back. Then he lets me.
Hello.
like
Wrong
Ralph.
decision. Yeah, we all like Ralph.
We gotta get. I'm gonna send you a reading list.
Yeah, that would be
Remy.
great. I think a syllabus.
I'm gonna send you a syllabus.
Yeah.
Micah's very generous, even though people say she's like stingy.
Who would
Stingy.
say that?
I've said.
She's very generous with Facebook likes.
I am.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. All right.
Although
great.
one time she made a status that was like, "I only like your shit, so you don't think that I hate you or whatever," and I was like, "Oh, triggered."
trigger.
Oh man,
Is this bothering anyone? The noise.
So how many episodes of your podcast have you done?
2.
2.
Yeah.
And
Wendy Starling, the cum machine.
Yeah.
Tag team cum machine. Wendy Starling and selling her. Did she?
if she couldn't get you to come, I mean, but also she has the
Well,
easiest.
Her homework was not. It wasn't that it was bad or anything, but it was my first homework assignment, and so it was like when I was like really sitting down to like do the work, and I got really upset.
Really?
Yeah, because it like wasn't working. She like gave me a time thing of like, you have to keep doing this for like 20 minutes or whatever. And so I like was, and then like by like minute 15, I got just like so sad because I was like, I'm defective.
What did you have to do for 20 minutes?
Graze over my gine, but with panties on.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
No.
And I so this is one thing that I've like kind of noticed, and she never told me to put on music, but I put on music because I thought that would take my head out of it.
Yeah.
But I also had some music that recalled me to like high school, and I would put on like sad music when like you would get like rejected or something. And so instead of like jacking off to like somebody that like is just like hot and like a fantasy, I'd be jacking off to somebody who had just rejected me, and that's sad.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like that's not, I don't think that that's a good thing to pair it with psychologically. So that was a good learning experience, but it was also like, oh.
But 20 minutes is a long time
That's a long time.
to do anything. But I do support
Yeah, but to
that.
give it like a fair go and like,
yeah.
But I like
usually
the
I'll
idea
just
of
like quit because I'm like, ugh, my hand hurts, I'm tired,
Yeah.
this is boring, I'm alone.
I mean, I've definitely like tried to masturbate on coke, and my hand gets exhausted. I'm just like, I can get there. Like, oh my god, I'm like switching hands.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I can't anymore. I'm too tired.
What does Coke do that?
I mean, it just
makes it take forever.
I don't know why it makes it take forever.
Interesting.
Guys on
I feel
coke
like
can't get it hard.
They can't get it hard.
Okay.
They can't come. They fuck you forever. I think everybody just gets dehydrated. It's like sprinkling baby powder on water.
Ooh.
It makes everything just like dry up.
Yeah, I don't like that.
It's not. I mean, for me, it's just like
I've heard weed isn't great, and I smoke a
Weed
lot.
can totally
obviously,
dehydrate your
but-
vagina. Just drink water though, and you're fine.
Yeah, you can get cotton pussy, but also I think weed is great for like accessing those erotic parts of your brain. And I would highly recommend smoking weed while trying to masturbate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially like, because you don't like when you're jerking off, you don't need like that much wetness. You just need like enough.
Yeah, I bought lube the other day.
Yeah, I mean, like that's that. If you have cotton puss, that
I
should
don't,
be enough.
but
like,
I feel like
yeah.
if it's just there just to like take the pressure off, like
yeah,
if we're to dry up, we have some backup plan.
yeah, there
I
you
always
go.
have a really wet pussy.
I bet you do.
Karen, you're always miscarrying.
Listen, it's working for me.
The guys love it. It's like a murder scene.
I make
every
them
time.
watch.
They're like, "Are you killing your baby or someone else's?" My little secret.
We're one big happy family.
I think we're getting to the end. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you
This
so
is great.
much. I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
On your
I love
endeavor.
you.
I love you too. Where can your fans?
We should go to like a jerk off party or
Right.
one of those undercover sex
Let's
things.
go to Sex
We'll
and the City.
finally
Yeah.
answer one of Caitlin Bailey's text messages.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
We'll go
We
to the
should.
fucking W.
Yeah. Well, no,
We'll
the
bring-
Waldorf.
The Waldorf. Oh, right. Sorry.
Waldorf.
We'll bring a mic. We'll bring a camera. We'll have some fun.
Yeah.
We'll all go to a big orgy.
I'll pretend that I'm cool.
So the podcast is called How Come?
Yeah. How come? Like how and come like come.
C-U-M.
Yeah. Podcast on Instagram. You can follow
Smart
it so you can watch the episodes live, but then they're all going to be released at the same time.
You realize once,
few months.
if you don't like start jerking off within like 4 to 5 minutes, you're just going to lose half of these people.
Okay.
They're going to be like, why? Is she going to come? Is she going to come? Oh, she's just talking about coming? I don't really
That's
care.
why Esther Koo comes at the beginning of every podcast she ever does.
Oh, really?
I believe so.
That's
so
her.
skilled.
It's like that's like the soundtrack, right?
Yeah.
So smart fucking Asians.
And follow Remy on what's your Twitter and Insta?
The Twitter is the Wee one. I need to change it. It's terrible. Wee with 3 E's. Instagram, Remy Kassimir, and How Come Podcast.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
I hope you come on soon.
Get her,
again.
Micah. Got her.
And
Yeah.
everybody else listening, we hate you.
Hate you.
Bye.
Oh, that was